With, of course, the Hyundai IONIQ 5N coming to Gran Turismo 7 this month in its update with various other things, including a Formula 1 car, it's interesting because in real life there's also a special version of the IONIQ 5N being released as well. We don't have full details on stuff like the price yet. It is being released in Korea and Japan earlier than anywhere else in the world. It's called the IONIQ 5N DK edition, which doesn't really sound like a big deal. Donkey Kong, what's the connection there? Well, it actually references Drift King, which of course is the nickname for Keiichi Tsuchiya, maybe horrifically mispronouncing the name there, but of course he is a drifter, and this edition focuses more so on the aspect which the normal IONIQ 5N already has in its nature, which is of course being an electric hot hatch with drift car capabilities built in. And of course Hyundai themselves built a special version, the RN24, which is a crazy looking thing with even more of an emphasis on drifting, and this apparently is taking cues from that one, as well as a few updates as well. It seems like it's not making a massive difference in terms of either horsepower or weight, but it does make differences in terms of more so handling, grip, downforce, and stopping power. Because for one thing, it has new wheels, 21-inch. They're forged wheels, which saves nearly 11 kilos of weight overall. Still a 2.2-ton car, but as many of you know, of course, saving as much unsprung weight as possible on a car is always a good thing. They have improved brakes on this model as well. 6-pot calipers on the front with about 50% more brake pad area, so a hell of a lot more stopping power, and I'm assuming the car was already probably pretty good in that regard. It has the, of course, carbon Aero package, chin splitter, rear wing, diffuser, side skirts. That's the first thing you can immediately notice, especially the wing on the back. That adds about 93 kilos apparently of downforce at speed, which again of course aids the handling and the grip. And of course, in addition to its existing electronically controlled damper setup, which is part of what makes it that great drift machine, it's also lowered on 15mm H&R Springs as well. The standard car, standard quote unquote, it's a 600 horsepower hatchback, so standard is relative, but that's already a £65,000 car here in the UK, which is bonkers for a hot hatch. This one, of course, is going to be more. Doubtless it will be rarer. I would imagine it will be a limited run, but I guess we'll have to wait and see in that regard. I wanted to talk about it though because not only is it a pretty cool car, but because I could also see this arriving maybe down the line in Gran Turismo as well, kind of like how they did with the multiple versions of the Yaris or the Supra compared to existing versions which we already have in the game. Regardless of how much it ends up costing, how many are made, and how quick it is, you know it's going to be rapid, you know it's going to be fun, and in the game, even though it's not the DK edition, I'm actually really keen to see what the car is like. Of course, being EV, it is going to be limited in the world of Gran Turismo. In real life, not so much, because I doubt most people are buying one of these as a commuter car. Of course, you could use it as one technically, but it's more of a performance car at its heart, of course. Stick around on the channel this weekend, because on Sunday, I'm releasing the trailer for Special Projects, of course, the first pack of the new year, and of course, later in the month, we have the IONIQ 5N, the Formula car, I believe, if I recall correctly, and perhaps some other stuff as well coming to GT7 from Polyphony. So plenty of content both from me and from them coming up within the world of GT. But that's it for this bit of news. Of course, I'll see you in future with more, and thanks for watching.